Welcome to Rugby Victoria's broadcast of the 2025 Lindroth Cup. The StoreLocal Lindroth Cup rolls on for another season, and we are picking up this broadcast live from the heart of Footscray, the Henry Turner Reserve. The Lindroth Cup rolls on after returning last weekend with a refreshed 5-team format that stretches from Melbourne's far west to the deep southeast. We've got a scrum being fed here by Footscray a couple minutes into this game. Scrum half gets it out. Here come the doggies for the first time today. We'll try and get it out wide. They've got the numbers, they've got the space. They're going to go hard here. Powerhouse trying to recoup. Big tackle right on touch. And out it goes. We're going to call for a line out right in front of our broadcast position. Doubleheader at Footscray Rugby Club today, with the Henry Turner Reserve playing host to Victoria's Premier Women's and Men's Rugby. Round 2 of the Lindroth Cup features reigning premiers Powerhouse and Footscray. That tick was big. It's going to go dead in goal. We'll wait for the decision. We're going to come back for it. Elsewhere today in the Lindroth Cup, University and Melbourne Rugby Club's partnership heads to the Frog Hollow Reserve to face round 1 winners Endeavour Hills. Wests have the bye and return next weekend to face that Students Unicorns combo. Winners of the Lindroth 10s in 2024, Footscray, are back in the 15-a-side game, return home to the Dog Pound following a 13-19 loss in last week's opener. Their opponents today, Powerhouse, arrive riding high after a 61-point win over Western Districts last weekend. We're waiting on the scrum. Right in front of our broadcast position here, the Henry Turner Reserve. So Footscray running right to left in their famous red, white and blue. Under the brilliant Melbourne sky, the Dog Pound is buzzing. Round 2 in the StoreLocal Lindroth Cup. Scrum looking good. Powerhouse can try and get it out now. Here they come. Granados playing scrum half for Powerhouse. They're going to try and break through now with the centre and Crichton. Held up. Good tackle, they're going to go again now. Tanya Granados. Ball falls back, Footscray jumping right onto it. Can they regather? They can. Pops out, Granados. Pulls back to her right. Couple of passes away, and it's Hanson. Held up just inside their own half. Gets it out to the big prop in Inda. She's going to roll. They've got it on halfway power, so getting pushed back, but phases building nicely into the centre and DeGow. She's held up by a big tackle. Here they come, Powerhouse. The fly half misses the ball in Cook. She's going to jump back onto it. Big tackle by Priscilla, but knocked on. We'll come back for the scrum. Where are we going? Just the halfway. So green scrum is the call. We'll wait for that to be built. Of course, for many of the current players, the season began back in February with Rugby Victoria's women's side facing Super W teams, the Western Force and Queensland Reds. Despite defeats, Footscray was represented by back rower Tanya Yabaki. You can see her in the scrum now. Powerhouse also contributing to the state squad. Halfback Tanya Granados, who's about to pick the ball out of the scrum now and go. She was in the side alongside hooker Beth Cregan and flanker Ali Coleman. Over maul. The maul's happened. It's been held up in the maul. Footscray come away with it positively. Going a couple of minutes now to this contest. Almost 5 minutes. Ball's lived within the 2 10-metre marks in either half. But McCready for Footscray gets to field the scrum on this occasion. Nice up and close personal quarters, the commentary table today. Excellent advantage. Powerhouse end up winning the scrum. Ball spills out for them nicely. They can try and go wide now through Cook, the fly half. That's been knocked on by the outside centre and DeGale. Footscray have the scrum advantage. That ball spilled out. It's probably loose, but they'll continue with it now. Here they come. It looks like Manu on the field. Nice and early. Supposed to be a replacement. Ruck still one. And McCready for Footscray. Pulls it out to her right. Trying to crush through is Yvonne Surveyor. She's going to get through, make up a couple of metres. Held up on the 10-metre mark. Comes out now to Yabaki. Of course, playing for Victoria earlier in the season. And holding on was Footscray. Penalty to Powerhouse. We'll come back for the penalty. You'd imagine they're going to punt this and go for touch. Nikki Cook, the fly half for Powerhouse on this occasion this afternoon. This Lindroth Cup season, we recognise and pay tribute to a pioneer of Victorian women's rugby, Rod Lindroth, who passed away earlier this year. Rod was the backbone of the first Victorian women's rugby team founded in 1995. Appointed team manager with his son Graham Lindroth, chosen as the first Victorian women's team coach. May the legacy of the Lindroths continue to inspire generations of Lindroth Cup players for many years to come. This is Rugby Victoria's broadcast of the 2025 StoreLocal Lindroth Cup. Wherever you are tuned in from around the world, or whether you're a son or daughter of the Scray or you are house proud, or somewhere in between, you're most welcome to the Lindroth Cup's match of the day. It's Footscray and Powerhouse. That line out hasn't gone straight. We'll come back for the scrum. Will they? The captains and the leaders of Footscray just talking to each other. Yvonne Sayer, captain for Footscray today, or co-captain rather, with the fly half. Gaffer making the decision. We'll come back for the line out, it looks like. So a chance for Footscray to throw it for the first time today. Couple of jumper changes in the Footscray side. So we'll have to check. That line out goes well. Won nicely by Palu. Now a chance for the doggies to try and build something. Ball's held up. Not quite sure what they were trying to do there. Manu breaks through. Big pass out. And here come the doggies. Down this broadcast wing. Going to be held up. The winger's trying to get her hands onto it. Can't. We'll come back. Caterpillar Ruck. Scrum half in McCready. Gets it out to the winger. Trying to bash her way through. Footscray with a little bit of momentum. Has that ball spilled out? It was held on to by Footscray. Powerhouse go. The quick one. Didn't get back 10, so they'll keep going. We'll pump it out this short side through to Gow. And now into her other centre in Ebony Crichton on debut for Powerhouse. A 9-10 combo working well for Powerhouse early. This ball stuck in midfield. Advantage to the house. Into Caneen. She's held up on the 10-metre mark. Powerhouse just can't break through this doggy's defence at the moment. The number 10 in Cook, the fly half, gets it out. Footscray holding their ground well. Granados to her left. Gets it into the hooker and Cregan, the captain. And we'll go wide. Powerhouse losing. Crucial gains. Held back into their own half, but we'll come back. Long advantage. I think you heard it there. Penalty back on the 10-metre mark. Nice and windy out in Footscray. The lovely Victoria University in the backdrop of the dog pound today. And of course, other game happening in the Lindroth Cup as we speak. Try and get score updates for you there. Out in Dever Hills, they're currently 2 converted tries to nothing, so 14-0 over the Uni and Unicorns combination side. That punt went long. The referee shown a red card. Is that right? Well, there you go. Might be our first red card of the season. That is a massive call to make. It's the outside centre who will take no further part in this game. Tracy. Perhaps just pleading their case now, Footscray, but that's incredible. Touch over 11 minutes gone. We've got a little bit of a hold-up situation here, but Tracy's day is done. And they'll go down to 14 Footscray despite their great defensive efforts early. Ball out, and we'll prepare for the line out. Meanwhile, a little bit later on today, perhaps while we're watching the Jewish Shield, the Wallaroos kick off their international season with an away clash in Fiji. We'll congratulate Victorian Wallaroos, Ashley Masters of Kiwi Hawthorn and Tiara Mins of Melbourne University. So Wallaroos take on Fiji later. Meanwhile, in Footscray, Powerhouse win the line out. The maul ensures. They can try and go now through Cook, the fly half. Show plenty of the touch early. Big tackle. Granados pulls out to her left. Here they come, Powerhouse. The outside centre held up. Referee's blown his whistle. We'll come back for the penalty. It's a bit windy. I wonder if they go for touch here. No, we're building a scrum. So up steps skipper Beth Cregan. Of course, Victorian representative earlier in the year in those couple trial matches. Rugby Victoria took on Western Force and the Queensland Reds. And at Latrobe, the new facility out at Latrobe University in Bundoora. Scrum built, Crouch is a call. Scrum sets nicely, not nicely enough for the referee. We'll rebuild again. Perhaps Footscray not getting straight enough. Beautiful sunny day in Melbourne. Blue skies all around. Thank you to everyone watching Rugby Victoria's and the Lindroth Cups match of the day. Powerhouse and Footscray. From the heart of Melbourne's west. Granados goes out lower. Cook left it behind. Here comes the fullback, Donahue. She's held up. Powerhouse can build though. Cook. Well, the Nicky Variety chips well, trying to run onto it, and there's the centre. Ebony Crichton on debut. And Powerhouse's first score of this big doubleheader in Footscray. Kick to come, but it's 5-0. And the reigning premiers roll on in 2025. So setting up the tee, Nicky Cook to try and convert this. Score update from Endeavour Hills. It's the Eagles 19. And the Students Unicorn 15-0. Kick is good. Splits the middle like a hot knife in butter. And Powerhouse go 7 up. Oh, we're waiting for kickoff to be set up. Full time in Fiji. Another doubleheader of sorts. The Drua against the Queensland Reds. That ends 36-33 to the Fijian Drua. Of course, the Wallaroos and Fijiana. A little over an hour away. Don't have to go anywhere because we'll have Live scores coming through for that one as well. So Doggies to kick off again. That's great. Kick out to their right. Bounces a couple of times and we'll wait on it. Powerhouse getting their passes in. And here they come. That might be Cregan. In fact, it was. Granados pulls out to her right. Big run by Gabrielle Brundusic in her pink scrum hat today. Nikki Cook now trying to run. Comes past our broadcast position, kicks that over. Watch out, cameraman. And it goes over and out on the full. Come back for a line out 10-metre mark. Right idea, the chip kick, but unfortunately over and out on the full. Footscray to throw. Instructions coming in early. I think the hooker might be in a different jersey. Throw is short. Won nicely by Yvonne Surveyor. She pulls her way up to the 22-metre mark. McCready pulls out to her right. Granados thinking she can get away with the ball, came loose, but we had advantage a couple of metres away. So 27 metres perhaps from home. Particularly on a day like this, you can't kick for goal there. They'll going to tap and go. Yvonne Surveyor. Great last name, great rugby name, Surveyor. Here they come, Footscray. Runs it straight and runs it nicely. Perhaps McLean. Footscray building. Can they fight back? Going to go short. Surveyor again. Fends off 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got him. Hanging on to her limbs on every side. The picking goes nice. Trying to get for the line there is Footscray. It's 7-5. And the perfect response at the dog pound. And Footscray not gone 20 minutes, get their first try. So the fly half in, Gaffer to kick. Being set up. So 7-5 here in Footscray with a kick to come. Doggies right back in this one. It's 24-0 down at Endeavour Hills at the Eagles' Nest. The home side putting the score on early. Kick goes out to the right and will stay out there even on a day like today. Score says 7-5. It's Powerhouse with the advantage. Cook to get us back underway for Powerhouse. They're running left to right in their famous green and black hoops. Bit of a shorter kick off, bit of a grubber. That's been knocked on by Footscray. Powerhouse will regather the ball with the scrum advantage. So the scrum will build. I have to say, to the untrained eye, I think Powerhouse's scrum has been the advantage thus far, but of course only a 2-point ball game. That is the call. Scrum looks fine. Pushing hard is Footscray. They won't win it though because Powerhouse pick up the loose ball. Pulls it out to their right. Powerhouse trying to build. Granados has plenty of numbers out wide, including Ebony Crichton, the try scorer. Gets it off to her fellow centre in DeGale. Tries to round 1 or 2, but is held up just outside the 22. Granados pulls it out to her right and Cook. Into the flanker in Casanova. Phenomenal name. Advantage to the house. To the fullback now with a little grubber. That's been knocked on, so we'll come back for the advantage. Nice little grubber. Smart football from Donahue. We'll come back. The penalty. You'd imagine a punt incoming, and that's exactly what Nikki Cook is going to do. (7-5). That kick hasn't found touch. And Footscray can regather deep in their own territory. There's the winger for Footscray trying to find their way through. It's been knocked on. So we'll have a scrum built inside their own 22 for Footscray. The call. They said pushing hard is Powerhouse. The ball was hooked back nicely though. Footscray hard up, trying to win that ball. There's a flanker in Kendra Casanova. Referees had a tumble. Well, you don't see that every day. The amusement of the crowd. To properly see what happens. I'll check the replay for you. Have another scrum built. No, he was tripped up. That's okay. He's fine now. He's up and walking. We'll have another scrum. I don't know if Footscray's scrum is quite getting straight enough or flat enough. We'll wait on it. So 7-5. 24 minutes gone in the first half. Doubleheader, so stick with us all day. As the Dogs and the House do battle in the Jewish Shield straight after this. Scrum fed. Footscray win. That's a big bump. And here she comes pushing through. They're going to do nicely. Tries to get it out. Here comes the scrum half in McCready. She goes wide. And Footscray can win this ball here. Believe you are. The Doggies get their second try of the afternoon and hit the lead for the first time. Kick to come, but it's 10-7. And a big try in the context of this game. They've run that ball 80 metres. I think there was a card shown in all that as well, to potentially to Ebony Crichton. He's going to make her way off the pitch on debut. Kick to come for the Scray through co-captain Gaffer. Going to go the drop kick, 7 style. Works for it. The wind died just in the moment. Footscray take the lead in this one. It's 12-7. We haven't quite yet gone half an hour. Around the ground, scores building at Endeavour Hills, 36 to the Students and Unicorns combination side. 36 to nothing in that one. They're building on the score out of the Eagles' Nest. Here in Footscray though, it's 12 to 7. Here they come. Big break from the kickoff. Footscray. Get this ball right up, back up to halfway. Told to use it. She'll go out to her right. Here's McCready. Got all the numbers though. Here come the doggies. On the far side. Powerhouse trying to recoup numbers. Can't. Gets into the second row and Palu. She's held up. A pick and go by the fly half in Gaffer. Footscray have made it incredible territory gains. Yeah, here's the winger again. Ball being held on to, and Powerhouse win their penalty. An incredible result for Powerhouse. Nikki Cook fly half to kick this toward her bench. Perfect kick. Makes up for the one in deep in their opposition's 22 a little earlier that didn't quite find touch. We'll have a line out on the far side. Powerhouse to throw. 12 to 7. Closing in on the half an hour mark. Line out to come. Line out's won nicely by the second row in Hanson. Going to come back for the penalty. So second penalty now for Powerhouse. Another territory gain incoming. Nikki Cook to kick. Probably more so this side to Footscray's bench. Kicks it well over that. Then out. Another line out to come. So line out just inside the Footscray half. Waiting for the ball to make its way back onto the pitch. Plenty of action out of Footscray today. There was a game on before us, juniors this morning. A couple of games on the second pitch as well. So it all accumulates at 3 o'clock for the Jewish Shield and a grand final rematch of epic proportion. Line out to come. Line out's just won nicely by Powerhouse, and they can go. Cook pulls it back into the centre. They've got numbers wide, left behind by DeGow. Powerhouse trying to build. The winger in Carolan can't quite get there. That's Aveen Carolan. Gets it out. Here they come, the house through the number 8 in Coleman. Ollie Coleman representing Victoria earlier months of this year. Keeping the ball is Caneen. Footscray can try and build their line nicely. Granados pulls it back to centre field and into the midfield. Big tackle. Rucks one again. Powerhouse building phases. Granados pulls it out to her left, and Powerhouse can try and run and make up metres inside their own 10. And here they come to the 22-metre mark. The counter ruck was tried by Footscray, but not one. Cook now. That'll be knocked on. Footscray regather. Got to play down for Footscray. The counter ruck is huge from Powerhouse. They're going to come back and win it. Ball's out and free. So it wasn't knocked on earlier. And here they come. Casanova. Pull it out wide. Here's Cregan, the hooker. Going to pull up to her, trying to do a crunching tackle on the far side. Granados can go again. Cook. She's almost made instantly. No one really wants it. And for not rolling away. It was Powerhouse, so we're going to come back. Got another player down behind play as well in Bridget Inder for Powerhouse. They get the 10-metre advantage. That's Coleman. She pushes for the line. Can't quite get there. There's a medic in my way. Pulls it out. Cook. She'll come back up. Trying to pull forward is Powerhouse. I'll come back through centre field. Cook hands it off to the outside centre and DeGow. Advantage Powerhouse. Goes left. Trying to make her way through. Can't quite get there. Granados going to pick and go. Hands it off. For the line is Powerhouse. They'll snatch it on the far side. And they'll get back into the lead. Well, they'll even it up, but a chance to get back into the lead. It's 12 apiece. Just over 32 minutes played. A great build-up. And a great number of phases from Powerhouse. And they push hard forward for the line. It's going to be a tough kick for Cook. I wonder if she's going to go the drop goal sort of style. She won't. She's just got a tee out there. So Cook. Needs a big kick. Wind's probably died down a little bit. Still windy conditions though at the dog pound. Cook kicks, stays low. Stayed low and went wide. So no score, 12 apiece as we edge closer to half time in Footscray. As we wait kick-off here in Footscray. So the Doggies to kick back off. To the fly half and Gaffer and co-captain. It's out to the left for the first time today. Running back onto it is Coleman. She'll kick big. To halfway, Gaffer's going to be able to run back onto it though. Ball bounces and bounces. Past the 10 metres. Gaff kicks again, or Gaffer kicks again rather. Trying for the 50-22, won't get there. Back there is Meave Donahue. Ball's gone right back up to the 10-metre mark. Footscray's half. Scratches the call. Scrum build. And we'll rebuild it. Nice crowd building here in Footscray. Of course, a double header. The Jewish Shield action up after this. This is Rugby Victoria's broadcast of the 2025 StoreLocal Lindroth Cup. And it's round 3 match of the day. Scrum pushing hard by Footscray. They're going to win it. Nicely done. And kicked by Gaffer. The chip kick goes nicely deep into the 22. Running back onto it, Meave Donahue jumps on the ball. There'll be a penalty toward Powerhouse. Tap and go, quickly done. Coleman goes a little grubber kick. Gaining territory, running back onto it is Footscray. I think they might be held up on the 22. No, they're not. They're going to keep going. Edging towards halfway. Pulling back nicely, McCready, the scrum half. She's had plenty to do today. Running onto it is Palu at halfway. Goes back. Footscray's got one more pass to go. Exactly where they'll get to. Balubila. She's held up just past the 22. The counter-ruck's done nicely by Powerhouse. And holding on to it was Footscray. They'll win the penalty. They'll kick for touch on this short side. And the yellow carded player can come back on. 10 minutes is done. Well, picked up by Nikki Cook. Cook will kick. Just gets it out. Gains a couple of metres. And we'll build the line out. Line out to be thrown by Cregan. Another line out win for Powerhouse. Cook gets it. Pulls it back to her left. Into Coleman. She'll get on a bit of a run. Nicely done. And here she comes. Ebony Crichton just back on the field. Gains 15, 20 metres. Pulling back up to the 10. Whistle blown. Entered the ruck incorrectly, so penalty to Footscray. It's probably the best result for them, didn't give up too much territory. Kick is good, gets out and over. Let's call it 30 odd metres from home. Edging closer and closer to half time. Less than a minute. Powerhouse's line up, or line out is built instantly. Footscray taking a little bit longer. They can go line out one, Footscray. Big kick, deep into the 22. They have numbers to run onto it. Powerhouse are going to have to regather this through Donahue. She does. It depends if that was touchdown or if it's... Doesn't matter because we'll call for half-time. So, half-time, nothing between them. A thrilling arm wrestle. And they'll go into the sheds all square. Both sides walking away. Plenty to build on. A couple yellow cards and a red card. All to talk about in half-time. We'll go for a break. We'll be back for the second half in a few minutes' time. We're about to get back underway for the second half in the 2025 StoreLocal Lindroth Cup. Footscray kicking us off, running left to right in the blue. Powerhouse, their opposition today. And the reigning champions of this competition, running right to left. They have the ball currently in the green and black hoops. Off and racing for the second half. Try and get you that score from Endeavour Hills as well, as the Eagles take on the Unicorns and Students in their game. Powerhouse pulling back through the midfield. Nish comes, Ebony Crichton on debut, already has a try. Dances around 1, 2, 3, but not the fourth. Held up by the second rower in Hanson. Break past the 10-metre mark in Footscray's half. Will go wide. Granados pulls it left. They'll come back through centre midfield in Coleman. It's got a bit of a stray one around the head. Ball's been held up. She might need to be seen by a doctor. This is a stray limb that got her across the forehead. Ellie Coleman, she's crucial to Powerhouse's success today. Taken away from the contest and checked on. So penalty. Beth Cregan, the skipper, currently has the ball. Coleman's fine. It's a bit rare to see a number 8 kicking, but it's good. Kicks left foot, trying to find touch, won't get there. Footscray can try to regather, but that's been knocked on. And we'll build for the scrum inside Footscray's half. Score 25 from home. Scores 12 apiece at halftime. This Lindroth Cup fixture. No replacements to speak of for the Powerhouse side at least. Footscray scrum not flat enough, I don't think. We'll have to rebuild it. 12 apiece in this contest, of course. Footscray back in the 15-a-side game. Western Districts hosted a few games throughout the years in the Lindroth Cup here. Footscray back as a standalone side. Rugby Victoria's premier competition after winning the Lindroth 10s last year. Powerhouse winning the 15-a-side competition. Granados and Powerhouse win their own scrum. Pulls it back to the left through centre field. Gets to Maeve Donoghue. She's held up with a crunching tackle by the Footscray defender. Coleman goes to dummy. Can't make up any metres though here, the house. No one really wants that pass. We do have a change because that's Lindridge for Powerhouse. She's on the park. The number 17 in the white scrum cap. Powerhouse can try go wide now through to Gow. She fends one off, fends another off. Tackled from behind, jumping over the top of the ball is Priscilla. Here they come again. Another change. That might be Turner for Powerhouse. 5 from home. Fraser's building. Granados pulls it right. Hanson. And here they come, the house. Not quite over the line was Caneen. They can pull it back. Here's Coleman. Ali Coleman for the line. Held up. These phases building nicely. Plenty of space to work with here for the house. Jelinski on debut. She's been held up, the hooker, or the replacement hooker. They can pick and go. Trying for the line. No appeals yet, so it's not over. Granados gets it out to Donoghue and wide. Aveen Carolan. And the house strike first in the second half. Kick to come, 17-12. Turner to kick for Powerhouse. On the far side. Just inside her own 22. Kicks. Won't quite get there, so the score will stay the same at 17-12. And it's the visitors who have taken the lead in Footscray. That score from Endeavour Hills promised. The Eagles 60, University and the Melbourne Unicorns combined 15-0. We're about to kick back off. Footscray to kick us off, of course, running left to right. Kick short. The prop will leave it. That'll go out. So the kick was fair, and we'll have a line out built inside Powerhouse's half. Hannah Worsley, the prop, just leaving it smartly, letting it go over the line. Line out's been knocked on. And we have an offside, so the tap and go quickly from Powerhouse. Goes to dummy. Doesn't quite get there. Here's the replacement for Powerhouse. Granados pulls it out to our right. Up close and personal from our broadcast position. Trying to get through Jelinski. Course on debut for Powerhouse. They'll try and build nicely here. Coleman. Nice little chip kick. Forward into the half of Powerhouse. Bit going on. So offside will come back for the penalty. And for Powerhouse, they can just chance to reset here. Colin to kick. The punt for the line. Kick's not great, it'll stay in. Another knock on from Footscray. So still gain the territory without winning the line out. We'll have a scrum built on the 22-metre line. Feeds the scrum. Hooks back. Powerhouse are going to win it. Offside advantage for Powerhouse. They're going to try and come through. That's been dropped by Crichton. So we'll come back for the penalty. Ebony Crichton on debut. Has done it all really. Scored a try. Been sent off. And in the thick of action today. Coleman finds a line on that occasion. Line out to come, bit over 10 metres from home. Try scored by Footscray in the reserves game behind us. Waiting for this line out to be built here in the Lindroth Cup match. Cregan to throw. 12-17 the score. Powerhouse, can they add to this 5-point margin? Line out one nicely. Coleman will push and the maul ensures. That's not a rolling maul, that's a train. Trying to get for the line is Coleman. Hard up a couple metres short. Or maybe a singular metre, no. We'll wait for the penalty. So there's been a yellow card pulled for a Footscray player. Footscray captain Yvonne Surveyor pleading their case. It's the winger who's been pulled off for Footscray, it looks. She'll have 10 minutes to sit down. Coleman now for Powerhouse. Trying to run through. Canine can't. Hold up. Granados will pick this one out and probably pull it out to her right will. And here they come. Through Turner. Pulled back. And we'll come back for the penalty with Coleman. She'll tap and go. It's discipline. Creeping in. Creeping for the line is Coleman. Powerhouse score another try. It's out to a 10-point ball game, 22-12. With a kick to come. So I was saying for Footscray, the discipline, or ill discipline, starting to creep into this game and has hurt them on that occasion. Powerhouse 22, Footscray 12. And we'll await Ali Turner's kick. Sure, it's coming through on the broadcast, but a windy day in Footscray. Kick comes, Turner. Simply the best from Ali Turner. Try converted, 24-12. Still half an hour to play in this one. Still plenty of time to Footscray to get back into it, but they're a player down. Stick with us today on Rugby Victoria's broadcast. The 2025 Lindroth Cup and Jewish Shields, because we've got the grand final rematch coming up 3:15. Kick goes short. It'll bounce. I reckon that's been knocked on by Powerhouse. Knock on advantage. Trying for the counter ruck is a Powerhouse side and they'll win it. But because it's been knocked on, we'll come back for the scrum. Finds the call, but we won't set. Something with the replacement prop Lola Sia Pure. Creedy to feed the scrum, crouch bind, and sets a call. Big push by Footscray. McCready pulls it out to her left into the fly half in Gaffer. She'll go on a bit of a run as they edge closer to the 22. They've got a mismatch on the far side and a big intercept from Powerhouse through to Gow. Hard up was Carolyn. De Gow pulls it out. Coleman trying to go the dummy, breaks the tackle, knocked on by Powerhouse. And we'll come back for another scrum. Score blown out to 72-0 at Endeavour Hills between the Eagles and the Unicorn Students combo. Of course, Western Districts with the bye. This 5-team Lindroth Cup season. Scrum fed. And they'll keep the ball there with Footscray. The counter ruck was good from Powerhouse, but not quite good enough. Illegally tried to grab the ball, so Footscray with the advantage, a free shot at it. We'll go the up and under, right back to Maeve Donoghue. That ball's bouncing nicely for her though. She's deep in her own territory. Runs it toward the line and kicks, trying to find touch up near the 10-metre mark and will. Gusty old day out of Footscray. And another scrum to be built, probably our third in, I want to say, the last 6 minutes. Well, I want to say a lot of things. We probably had more than that. No, rather the line out, sorry. My mistake, ball did go out. Footscray's line out. Goes the short line out. So it'll be a free kick for a not straight line out. Got to take it quickly. So Powerhouse has won that free kick. They've gone quickly. They've pushed it up into now opposition half. On halfway, Granados pulls it left. Cook's back on the pitch. Here they come, Powerhouse. Through Priscilla, the winger. She's going hard, gets up to the 22, needs the support. They'll get there. Granados tries to go back centre field. Ball was dropped. Was she obstructed? So cards will stay in the pocket. We'll come back for the penalty on the 22-metre line. Coleman desperately wants the scrum. As the tight five make their way to build this scrum. Worsley, Cregan, Ender. The front row for Powerhouse. Or Jelinski's just come on, rather. Of course, on debut for Powerhouse. Granados to feed the scrum. Almost an uncontested scrum. They'll hold on to the ball nicely. Cook pulls it out to her right. Trying to break through is DeGao. She's going to get there. Sarita DeGao. Another try for Powerhouse. And the champions roll on. The centres quite appropriately have been front and centre in today's action for Powerhouse. DeGao and Crichton instrumental in this result. Of course, still 20 or so minutes to go. Score out to 29-12 with a kick to come. And Nikki Cook. Just waits for the wind to die. Dies just in time for her to put that straight through the middle. Two more for Powerhouse. 31-12 is the score. And will they add to their round one win away to Footscray in 20 minutes, we'll find out. Deeper kick this time, right back into the 22. Trying to get there, Carolyn. She drops it, but goes backwards. Donahue picks it up. Powerhouse held up inside their own 22. Penalty advantage for them. Of a free kick that goes up. It might just find touch. It will. Fam tries to keep the ball in play, doesn't quite, so we'll come back for the penalty. Back inside Powerhouse's 22 on that far side. Under 20 minutes remaining in this one. And it's a 19-point ball game. In the heart of Footscray. Don't go anywhere once this one's over. Jewish Shield action continues. Grand final rematch between the Doggies and Powerhouse. Wait to kick. Cook, she'll punt. That's a better kick. That'll find touch nicely. Line out to come for Powerhouse. Just waiting on Footscray's Lola CPR to get back on side so we can start the line out. Line out won by Powerhouse. Caterpillar ruck fields, Granados pulls it back to centre field to Cook. Couple offloads and a big line break for Powerhouse. Maeve Donahue, big run. Gets it off to Turner. She's held up on the 10-metre mark. Granados thought about going herself, didn't. Back into Cook and Hanson. Hanson's pass goes into no man's land and nicely won over by Footscray. I suspect they might have been offside. And so they were. So back up to the 20, or back to the, close to the 22. Footscray's line will go. Powerhouse find their way on the 10-metre mark. Cook for the line. Nice torpedo punt. Gets it over. Gains a couple of metres. Line out to come again from Powerhouse. Probably been their point of difference. Line out win. A big line out win for Footscray. A chance for them to build. They'll gain some metres, try to get back up to that 10-metre mark. We've got a player down behind play. The kick comes from Footscray. Running back onto that, Aveen Carolyn. Doesn't really have much to go to, has to just take the tackle. And that's a big penalty win. They've held on to that Powerhouse for far too long. Penalty incoming for the hosts. McKinley. She taps and they'll go quickly. Sarvea, the big prop and or co-captain rather, gets it up deep into their territory. Powerhouse win it. It was knocked on by Footscray, and the kick goes nicely up to halfway. A little Druzera for the fly half, and Gaffer. She manages to regather. Fends off Priscilla. And here they come now, Footscray. Ratu, the fullback, she's held up the 10-metre mark. Holding on for too long. Penalty. One back by Powerhouse. Cook has a chance to kick once more. Needs to get back 10. Cook's kick. Out over our commentary position. Line out to come. Line out to come from Cregan. Go on the short line out. Powerhouse, they'll win it. Only just. Granados, big tackle, crunched by Lalatoa. Here they come with Fam. Cook. We're going to have to come back. Granados was crunched in that tackle. Come back for the scrum to be built on halfway. Right in front of our broadcast position. Granados. After being crunched in that tackle, she'll feed the scrum for Powerhouse. So it's the call. Scrum's collapsed. And again, it's that far side. There you go, you heard it from the referee. Let's get the energy up. 12 or so minutes to play. We're going to stop because the ball from the reserves game across the grass has come over. Fields. Let's kick the ball back to the other game. Probably the worst kick of my life. Granados pulls it out of the scrum. Gets it out to Cook. Priscilla leaves it behind. Footscray can jump onto it. Knock on advantage. Trying to go. Knocked on again. We'll have another scrum. Another scrum, just over 10 minutes to play, just inside Powerhouse's half. Now can Footscray respond? They're 19 points down. Of course, coming off a loss last week away to Endeavour Hills. But we now learn that to be a tough place to visit. Powerhouse hook it back nicely in the scrum. And Cook will kick. Trying to run onto it. Ellie Turner won't quite get it. I think we might have a 50-22. I think it is. Yeah, it is. That had to be. A massive kick from Nikki Cook. Wins the 50-22 for Powerhouse. It'll be their line out inside their opposition's 22-metre line. Yeah, Cook has kicked that a good 5 metres inside her own half. And it's dribbled out nicely for them. Cook gets the ball back. Crunching tackle. Not quite. The offload was okay, but couldn't get hands onto it. Aveen Carolyn. Knock-on advantage for Footscray. Inside their own 22. Trying to go herself is Palu. Palu held up on the 22-metre line. Incremental territory gains for the Doggies today. Trying to break through. Ravasai. She gets up there. Footscray goes short side. Trying to go wide. The dummy run is good. Bends off Fam. Pulled out. And we'll call for the line out on the 10-metre line, 10-metre mark. Inside Footscray's defensive half. O'Donoghue wanted the quick line out. Well, she probably could have taken the quick line out, to be honest. It's Cregan to throw. Footscray have gone line out very early. We're going to come back. Free kick for Powerhouse. We'll wait to see what Granados does with this one. Free kick nicely positioned for Powerhouse. Lindroth trying to get through. For Powerhouse, Granados pulls it out to her right. It's Cook, Donoghue. And into Turner. Now for Priscilla. She's going to go wide. Runs it into trouble though. Ball spills out, advantage to Powerhouse. Donoghue. Big line break. Trying to get through. Ball's left behind by Decker. Kim Decker on debut as well in the Lindroth Cup. We're going to come back for an advantage for a high tackle. Well, back for the penalty. There was no advantage to be seen. Cook kicked it high, just into touch, gets there. Ball dribbles away. This time around, just north of 5 minutes to play. And Powerhouse, despite, well, unless there's a late surge, going to go 2 from 2 in the Lindroth Cup as they defend their crown in 25. Cregan to throw. There's a short line this time. Casanova. Cook ends up with it. And now here they come, Powerhouse. Donoghue. Another high tackle. That was a little bit loose by Uwane. Cook to kick again. Probably should kick to the left side. He's going to kick for goal. Well, in the words of Eddie Jones, get the tee out there. Nicky Cook's a kick to put 3 under the score and put the game to bed. We're building towards 3:15 for the grand final rematch in the Jewish Shield. This game not over yet. 12-31. Nicky Cook steps up to the tee. Kicks it beautifully. Score extends 34-12. And Powerhouse are running away with this one as they defend their 2024 premiership and will start the season 2-0. Couple of minutes still to play out here in Footscray. As we await kickoff. They'll go deep to the far side. That's a drop catch, and that is knocked on. So we'll build for a scrum inside the 22. Perhaps one last chance for the 2024 Lindroth 10s champions to put a bit more respect back onto their name. Marching out to 22 points. Hopefully the sun's got another 2 hours left in it. It's starting to get a little bit dark as we edge closer to that 3:15 time. Sets the call. Hooked back by Footscray nicely, and they can go quickly. By Halla Api. Footscray trying to get to the line. That ball pops out to the far left. And unfortunately it's gone far, far away and out into touch. Couple minutes still to play, but a line out to come. That line out, probably right on the 5. Powerhouse's half. Line out goes short. Granados to Cook. And now can try and build through Donahue. She's held up. That ball spills out. It spills out illegally. It was an offside and all that. Cook to kick to the line. Another penalty to Powerhouse's name. This one just finds touch. Hits the rope on the far side. We'll build for yet another line out. Couple minutes to play. Of course, as you can see, 34-12. Powerhouse have been dominant in this second half. They put a beacon of points on their opposition. They'll win that line out again. Bit of stuff in play here. We'll have the scrum for Powerhouse. So less than a minute to play. Scrum to bind. We'll reset. Footscray's line to be pushed back. Granados to feed the scrum for Powerhouse. Footscray with the big push. Powerhouse hold on to it. Cook. I'll get it out. And here they come. Now the house. Drusilla went on a bit of a run, got held up. Almost like a mini maul. Granados to Cook. The fly half, she'll kick. Into the half. And that is full time in this round 2 clash of the Lindroth Cup. It's all over and Powerhouse have done it again. That's back-to-back wins to start 2025. And the reigning champs show exactly why they're the team to beat. 34-12 in the round 2 of the 2025 StoreLocal Lindroth Cup.